Welcome to Native Hustle, the podcast for entrepreneurs who don't have time for bullshit.
We've sat through way too many business trainings that were full of all fluff and zero action. Sound familiar? Yeah, we're not doing that here. Every episode is packed with real, practical insights that you can actually use. Whether you're grinding to get your startup off the ground, you're scaling your business, or you're refining your brand, we bring you tips that actually matter because your time is too damn valuable for anything else.
So if you're ready to cut through the nonsense and get real strategies that work, you're in the right place. We're your hosts, Monica and Monica from Sister Sky. Let's get to it.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Native Hustle. This is your go-to place for practical, straight talk, no nonsense tips for entrepreneurs. So whether you're a startup, whether you're a thriving business, whether you're a side hustle, this is the place where you can learn really, really useful strategies and tips to help your business. I'm one of your hosts, Monica, and I'm joined today with
Leah, her daughter.
Yay! Leah is sitting in for Marina today. And today, Leah, what are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about customers, the lifeblood of any business.
And I will tell you right now, the reason customers are so critical to your business, it's real simple. No customers, no business. Literally have to know your customer, serve your customer, and really, really keep your customer at the forefront of your mind when you're in business.
Right. So today, Monica is going to be talking about why customers are the most important. She has told you that many times now. 3 things that you should think about when you are considering who your customers are. And then also we'll walk through really briefly about how to create a customer profile, which is kind of a strategic way to think about who your customers are and why you might want to do that.
Okay, so should we get started?
Yes, Monica, I'm going to ask you a question.
Please ask away.
Let's start with the big question.
All right.
Why are customers so important to small business? I know you already told me that they're the lifeblood of business, but...
Right. But there's also something really important that needs to be repeated here, which is, unlike big corporations who have a lot of money to market, small businesses don't. So we really do rely on our relationship with our customers in order to grow our business. And in order to survive, we really, really have to know our customers. So we don't have millions and millions of dollars for marketing. So we really need to be very customer focused, customer centric. But there are 3 really, really important things to remember about your customers and why they are so critical to your business. Number 1.
Okay, number 1.
Number 1 is customers have choices and they choose you, Pikachu.
Yes.
Every time a customer chooses to buy from you, they have picked you. They have think about that. They have literally picked you over other choices. You're not the only game in town.
You're not the only one, Peppa
Right.
Pig.
Right.
That's what you said to me.
Exactly. You're not the only one. So they have choices and they choose you. So more than ever, you really need to have that relationship with your customers, and you need to understand what their pain points are. So they choose you. All right. That's critical. Number 2, why are customers so important? They're your fan club.
Oh, yes.
They are your fan club, right? So if they like your product, if they like your service, they're going to shout you out. They're going to give you reviews. They're going to tell their friends about you. So literally, your customers are your fan club.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're so important. Keep them happy.
Free marketing.
Free marketing.
That
Exactly.
Big companies can't buy.
Exactly.
Can't buy loyalty. Well,
No, you can't. Okay, and the 3rd reason that customers are so important is that they give you feedback. What does that mean?
they tell you what's wrong with what you're doing.
They will.
But they'll also tell you what's good about what you're doing.
Correct. They give you feedback. They'll tell you what's working. They'll tell you what's missing. And they'll tell you what you should probably think about providing to them or for them in the future. So this feedback loop from customers is so critical. They are the ones who are going to tell you. They're going to give you feedback. So it's really important you understand that about your customers.
Right. So we are thinking about our customers because we want to make sure that we are offering what they need for the problems that they're experiencing. And we do that by better understanding who they are, what they're about, so that we can create products that they like, so that they will pick us.
Customers, keeping your customers at the forefront, right? Okay. So if customers are so important, how can we truly understand our customers? There's three characteristics, or there's three things that we really need to understand about our customers.
3 questions to ask yourself about them.
Okay, that's a great way to frame it. So 3 questions that you should be asking to help better understand your customers. So the first question is who are they? That sounds like an easy question, but we're talking who are they? Are they students? Are they parents? Are they pet owners? Are they children? Are they toddlers? Are they babies, right? So this is one of the characteristics that you need to understand about your customers. Who are they? Understanding their demographics. And that's a technical term, demographics. That's a term we use in business. But demographics really is comprised of characteristics like age, income, occupation, education. What are some other demographics?
Location, their beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're really into recycling, their interests, their
Hobbies,
all these kinds of things.
Okay.
Obviously, some demographics are going to be more relevant to a business. You might not be interested in what their hobbies are necessarily if you are a bakery selling baked goods. But you might be interested in what their hobbies are if you are somebody who is trying to open a ATV rental place on a res or something like that. So think about the demographics that would be most helpful to you that are tangential, that are alongside what is relevant to your business.
Yes, demographics, who they are. And so you see basically, from what Leah shared with us is there's a lot of things that can go in demographics, but it really does paint a picture of who your customers are, right? So who they are, that's the first thing you need to ask yourself. And you're not selling to everybody. So when somebody says, well, who are your customers? Well, everybody. No, when we start to understand our customers, we can say, well, they're parents of toddlers who own dogs and live in urban areas. See how I spit out all those demographics? That really described my customer in a way that helps me as a business speak to them, market to them, create products for them. So again, who are they? And speak about who they are in terms of those demographics. Make sense? All right.
Good.
And the second thing that you need to really know about your customers are, what do they need? And when we say what do they need, we're talking about what are their pain points. So if you have a customer who is a parent of toddlers, their pain points are going to be very different than a customer who is, or a business who is marketing to customers that are urban pet owners, right? What are their pain points? So we're trying to understand this about our customers. What do they need? What is missing? What solutions do they need? So what are their pain points?
Another way to think about pain points too is what's happening externally. So if you are a powwow vendor and your biggest powwows are in June, July, and August, and it's hot. I'm just saying, this is very regional to where we're at, but there's this powwow called Omak Stampede, and it's hot. It is so damn hot.
Blazing hot.
So you can think about a pain point that your customers might be experiencing at that event of, it's so hot, I want something to drink.
Dehydration.
Yeah.
That could be a huge pain.
Actual pain point. That's an actual pain. And so if you are thinking of your customers, you're thinking about their pain points, it's going to be hot in OMAC. Make sure that you're offering something really refreshing to drink.
Exactly.
That's going to help you be strategic about what you're offering when you pull your powwow truck up to Omak to go sell.
And ultimately, it helps you better serve your customers. And so that's what we're constantly pulling back to is like customer has to be top of mind, front of mind. And so knowing their pain points helps us better serve them, the customer. All right. And so the third thing is that we need to know about customers is how do they engage? That sounds general, kind of weird. So we're going to explain it a little bit better. Where are they? What social medias are they on? Do they hate social media?
That's me.
Do they prefer text messages or emails?
No.
Do they go to powwows?
Yes.
Do they go to swap? Are they called swap meets?
Yes.
Craft fairs,
Flea markets,
flea market.
farmers markets,
How do they engage? Where are your customers?
Etsy, Facebook Marketplace,
Amazon.
Craigslist.
Maybe they don't even do any online shopping. Maybe they prefer retail therapy. They go out to stores. They go to the malls.
In the parking lot at the tribal admin building.
Correct. Where are they? How do they engage, right? Knowing this is so important because knowing how they engage and where they are really helps you as a business effectively find them. And not only effectively find them, but how to communicate with them. So, example, if we have customers that do not get email and maybe they're literally just text messages, or maybe they prefer social media, maybe they get all of their communication via social media. So again, it helps you find them and helps you communicate with them. So that's the third thing you need to know about your customers is how do they engage and how can you find them?
Right. So bringing it back to powwow example, I've seen some food vendors have created social media accounts for their food trucks or their lemonade stands, and they will post what powwows that they are going to. And there I have seen success as well as in not so successful uses of social media in that way. Is it worth your time updating what powwows you're going to be at, what events you're going to be at ahead of time and letting folks know where you're at? Well, it's not worth it if you're not getting the word out about where you're going to be.
Yes.
But it's also a way to not only to get your customers to you, but to think about where your customers most are at. So if you are paying $100 vendor fee at a powwow that doesn't have the same audience as another powwow that same weekend, it's an opportunity for you to be reflective of, am I spending my money? Am I spending the money in the most strategic place possible?
Yeah, because where are they going and how are they engaging, right? You're going to be most effective in finding your customers. And again, customers are the lifeblood of your business. If you can find your customers, you're making sales. Cha-ching. That's key, is that you're making sales.
Money.
You have to make money when you're in business. That's the most effective thing. So now we're going to talk about, now that we know the 3 important things to know about customers, right?
Yes.
We're going to talk about the importance of having a customer profile. A customer profile really anchors you as the business in knowing who you're serving. Being in business is not about you.
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig, it's not about you. Being in business is about the customer. And by creating a customer profile, it anchors you in understanding who you're serving, what products to make to serve those customers. And if you can nail that, success follows. And we all want to be successful in business. Entrepreneurs do. And this applies to for-profit, nonprofit. We're all serving stakeholders in our efforts. So the more we know them and what their needs are, the more successful we will be. It's as simple as that. So I cannot stress enough the importance of creating a customer profile and anchoring yourself as a business owner in that customer profile. So how do we do that? How do we create a customer profile?
Well, first thing is just look at your existing customers. start thinking through those different demographics and listing them out. As Monica mentioned, maybe a lot of your customers are parents of toddlers. And so that's something worth noting, and just jot them all down.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick example based on what you just said. If I'm a business and I am serving parents with toddlers and I am looking for healthy snacks, then my customer profile would be my customers are health conscious parents with toddlers who want healthy snack options.
Walk me through that again. Walk me through that again.
Okay, I got to say it again.
Okay,
I remember what I said.
Okay.
Okay, so my customers are parents with toddlers
Yes.
who want healthy snacks for their children. Would that be my customer profile?
Yeah, that's a couple different demographics in one. And so maybe you knew, okay, I'm selling to parents, but through like jotting down information, through thinking through this, you identified like, oh, they're health conscious. And so that would be like an additional layer of your demographics that you're able to come up with.
Okay.
And so that helps you frame what their problems are, because potentially these are parents that are not finding healthy options for their children. And so you can alleviate that pain point for them.
Okay. So my customer profile, and so I'm trying to give an example. I know what my example for my customer is. I serve women of color with mixed textured hair.
She's talking about Minky Soft right now.
With mixed textured hair who want effective, accessible, affordable hair care products that actually work.
So everything Monica just said is all been gathered and collected via just speaking with people and reflecting and thinking of these different customer segments and not customer segments, but different customer profiles, and thinking of their demographics. And so what Monica just said is an example of, after you've gathered all this information and thought about who your customers are, that is the power in the information that you have. That's very specific info that can help you plan what you're going to do next in your business.
Yeah, and I think it helps you also visualize your customers so that you can continually remember to serve customers. You can be more comfortable communicating with customers. We hear this a lot from entrepreneurs, is that I like what I do, but I really, really am reluctant to market or talk or sell. It kind of feels weird to a lot of entrepreneurs. But the more you understand your customer through customer profile, the more you understand them, the more comfortable you actually become at talking to them. It feels less salesy. It feels more genuine when you know your customer and you're able to effectively communicate with them.
Monica, now that we have this customer profile, we have the data, we've gathered the data by being reflective on who our existing customers are. Perhaps we've used social media and asked our customers questions about themselves. We've got all of this stuff. Give us a very specific example of why this is helpful.
The customer profile?
Mm-hmm.
Well, ultimately, it grounds you as an entrepreneur and as a business. And I'm giving you really good, here's a tip. Write your customer profile down on a sticky, write it on a piece of paper, print it out, put it on your desk, put it in your warehouse, put it in your food truck, wherever you need to remind you of the importance of the people that you're serving and the relationship you have with them. Period. We exist to serve someone with a solution. It is as simple as that. And if you're able to articulate that and keep that at the forefront, I guarantee you will improve not only the delivery of your products or services, but you'll also be thinking about how to improve or expand. But it does start first and foremost with getting your customer top of mind forefront and getting your business activities deeply, deeply grounded in that customer.
The customer is the purpose for your business existing.
Yes, exactly.
And when we are reminded of who our customer is, and as Monica said, keeping that front of our mind, it helps us also identify opportunities and unmet needs, and it helps you shift gears when necessary.
Exactly.
You're constantly in that reflecting space that helps you come up with new ideas and
Exactly.
products.
So we hope today has been helpful for you. Maybe it's been helpful. Maybe it's been a great reminder. Doesn't matter where you are in business. Remembering to ground yourself in customer is actually a great strategy. It's a way to refresh or refuel if you haven't given much thought to that, or maybe you're just busy doing other things. Bring yourself back to customer and see how much more effective your activities become. So we hope you found this episode helpful, and we hope you share it with a fellow entrepreneur. We hope that you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Go ahead and hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Whoops. And if you go ahead and tag us on social media, we'd love to hear from you. We would love to hear, doing what your questions are. We are super excited about helping entrepreneurs. And so we are waiting to hear from you.
Yes. So here's your challenge before we sign off. Take 10 minutes today to write down who your customers are. Who are they? What do they love? And how do they shop? And tag us in that.
And the hashtag is
Native Hustle.
There you go. Until next time, we wish you a fantastic day, and thanks so much for listening. We appreciate it.
Goodbye.
How long was that?